dkdynamite, and this evening we're going to be talking about Black Ops 6 Zombies, the crazy leaks that have surfaced, plus even more that you might have missed. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new article coverage going up on detonated.com for those who want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty, whether it's Season 5 for MW3 or of course the upcoming Black Ops 6. You guys may already be aware, but in case you weren't, there is a big promo going on over at Gamer Advantage. You can save up to 50% off any pair of Horizon glasses, which you can also stack with my code DYNAMITE to save 60% off any Horizon pair of glasses over on their site. That's going to be linked down below, and you could of course get the best blue light protection when you use Gamer Advantage. Once again, my code is DYNAMITE. But as you guys may have seen over on thetruthdies.com, we finally got a conclusion to all of that marketing for Black Ops 6 Zombies. First off, a hidden Easter egg was discovered, which gives us a glimpse of the mystery box being maxed out and Mr. Peaks despawning. Once you're on any channel on the site, hit volume up, down, channel up, down, pause, then unpause to get the hidden video. So it's very reminiscent of some button mash like Easter eggs we've seen in Call of Duty Zombies before, and I thought it was pretty cool since not many folks out there did come across this. But over on Channel 5 just a few days ago, as I covered live on stream, we got our first glimpse of a brand new enemy type that is going to be this spider-like enemy that I believe will spawn, as I said in the video, from the frontal lobe of zombies. So maybe if you don't get headshots on particular zombies, you can get that spider that spawns from the head of the enemy that you might have killed by just shooting them in the chest or other parts of the body. Looks like a pretty creepy enemy type and will probably be a little similar to the spiders that we got on Zetsubo no Shima many years ago. And ironically, I would say Terminus is probably a blend between Zetsubo and Blood of the Dead, if anything, so that's going to be pretty crazy. Now, over on Twitter, a ton of leaks did surface following the early build of Black Ops 6 that got uploaded to the PSN database. A lot of folks out there on jailbroken consoles, particularly last-gen PS4s, they've gone ahead and force-loaded Black Ops 6 multiplayer, but did learn a bunch of details about zombies. Some new enemy types coming to zombies also include the Vermin, Amalgam, Manglers, and even the Abomination. Again, this is, of course, pre-release information. We're going to get official gameplay really soon, and I'll be getting my hands on zombies over at COD Next. So as of this video, we're just talking about the info that has surfaced online, which could, of course, be subject to change. But as far as Channel 6 does go, we ended up getting a full reveal of a brand new perk coming to zombies with the launch of the game. The perk is going to be called Melee Macchiato, so Starbucks fans are definitely going to be a fan of this one, and the cost of the perk is apparently 2,500 essence. Now that has me curious, right? Is this going to change how much perks cost in Black Ops 6? Because over in Cold War, with every next perk that you bought, you will have to go ahead and spend an extra 500 points. So I believe the last perk, if you went ahead and bought a full perkaholic from Underfizz, that would cost you upwards of 7,000 just for that last perk alone. So buying all your perks was pretty expensive in Cold War, and it's unclear if this is just the base cost of Melee Macchiato, but could be more expensive depending on if you buy it after having bought like 4 to 5 other perks first. That's unknown as of now, but apparently this is our full leaked list of perks. Now beware, there are a couple of quote-unquote gameplay spoilers that'll be talked about in this video that of course have surfaced over on Twitter. It's all unconfirmed, but still wanted to warn you guys nonetheless. Now the full perk list is Tombstone, Stamina Up, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, PhD Flopper, Jug, Elemental Pop, Deadshot Daiquiri, and Melee Macchiato. So that's not the final list of perks that we may get after 6 seasons of support. I'm sure they'll end up adding in a new perk every so often. It's unclear where Mule Kick is. I hope that one also comes back sooner than later so that throughout the rest of the DLC cycle, we end up getting new perks completely introduced with brand new perk machines. But when it comes to Melee Macchiato, I'm curious how similar it'll be to a perk like, what was it, Ethereal Razor from Black Ops 6? That was a pretty crazy perk that, in all honesty, was even best paired with other melee weapons like the Galvan Knuckles, for example. That was a really fun perk that I think also blended well with that Spork Knife Easter egg on Blood of the Dead. I think Ethereal Razor was pretty overpowered, and I'm sure this Melee Macchiato perk is fairly similar, so I would not be shocked if we get perks and elixirs from Black Ops 4 reintroduced through Black Ops 6 in a bit of a different way. Now, it's also unclear if this perk will give players the ability to have maybe a faster and farther jump, kind of similar to what we saw saw over in Cold War when holding certain melee weapons? Will it be a one-hit forever type bonus that you get? And what happens when you pair this perk with a Gobblegum? That's also a good question. Now, it's unclear if the melee perk gives you different abilities if you're standing, if you're crouched, or if you're prone, but a lot of folks in the community have pointed out the fact that Cold War zombies had an Aetherium upgrade system, and that gave you the abilities to earn crystals while grinding matches of round-based or outbreak, which you were then able to use to enhance your different weapon classes, your fuel upgrades, your perks. Considering there wasn't a melee-focused perk in Cold War, but there was an upgrade to the melee class system, that has people wondering if we're going to be seeing the return of that crystal upgrade progression in Black Ops 6. We probably won't, but if we do, then I can't even imagine how much more powerful melee weapons could become if you pair that with this melee Macchiato perk. Now, some things you also may have missed in the recent intro cinematic cutscene for Black Ops 6, also wanted to include that here in this video. We know about the individual that was actually watching Requiem from the security cameras. He apparently was the warden of Black Site 13, or Terminus, and I'm sure there's obviously other prison workers around the island, hence how there's going to be a zombies outbreak over on Terminus. But considering Maya ended up unaliving this individual, I'm curious if this warden ends up becoming a new version of Brutus, who we last saw in Black Ops 4's Blood of the Dead. Considering Brutus is a playable operator through the Vault Edition, I'm curious if that means he'll play any role in the actual narrative here on Terminus. But we also see on the walls in one of the jail cells, we have Richtofen, a direct reference to the director. We could also see a drawing of the construct that we last saw in Vanguard, so it's unclear if Eddie or Richtofen is planning to become the new Archon, who will then use the construct. That's really interesting. And like I pointed out from Mystery HQ over in my reactions to the cutscene yesterday, there is some Lovecraftian type of language here on the wall. The first sign is an Elder sign, and it's used to protect against the Great Old Ones. It's unclear who that's referring to. There's also another symbol that's a yellow sign, which is a symbol of a cult worshiping the Great Old Ones. And then we also have the original Requiem logo also drawn there. But it's great that we got the return of Raptor 1 in this cutscene. Funny enough, in case you guys missed it, he actually played a part of the musical Easter egg that was on Shangri-La. That's an absolute banger of a jam from Black Ops 1 Zombies, so it's funny they incorporated that here in this cinematic. Now, at the very end of the intro cutscene, it is confirmed that this Thursday, August 8th, at about 8 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 o'clock Central and 11 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be getting a gameplay reveal for Black Ops 6 Zombies. Whether that means gameplay of both Liberty Falls and Terminus is unknown. I'm gonna guess it's just Terminus. Then maybe over at COD Next, us content creators will be able to play just Liberty Falls early, and then early access for Liberty Falls could also release in place of campaign early access about a week or two before the full launch of Black Ops 6. That's my guesstimate as of right now, but as per usual, I'll be live streaming very early on Thursday morning, and we're gonna go ahead and break down and react to all the gameplay we end up getting. I'm sure there'll also be a blog post to go along with the gameplay to help better explain a lot of the systems that we end up seeing used in the actual footage. Now, real quick, just had to add this into the video because look what Treyarch went ahead and tweeted. After this video was already done, I saw this GIF and I'm like, holy crap, I have to add this in. We got a GIF of some new Terminus gameplay, as you guys will see. So a stim shot or adrenaline boost of some sort is being used on the player. It's unclear what it does. I'm sure we'll find more out about this in the next couple of hours when the full reveal does drop. But maybe this is one of those augments that got leaked out. In one of the Black Ops 6 zombie achievements, it's asking the player to unlock 50 augments. Maybe that's what this is. If not, it could be a killstreak or some other useful item you can find around the environment. A lot of speculation going around right now, but in the background, you can see some type of lab or facility within the prison here, Black Site 13, and you could also see a bunch of different zombie models. We have a hazmat suit one, the big scary one from the Black Ops 6 Direct, and some other zombies walking towards our player. As Treyarch confirmed in the tweet though, August 8th at 8 a.m. Pacific is when we should be expecting some full gameplay, probably just of Terminus. Maybe they'll save Liberty Falls for COD Next or even after that. But as far as some other leaks to go over on Twitter, again, fair warning ahead, there could be some spoilers for gameplay that you guys may not want to know about, so be aware of that. I'll have timestamps below helping you guys figure out kind of what these topics are about. But let's first start off with a new mechanic for the door. Now, I do believe this was kind of in Infinite Warfare Zombies to an extent, but I say kind of because doors were just, I think, more expensive in IW compared to Treyarch Zombies. The ability to actually go ahead and contribute your points to the purchase of a door without fully buying the door. So let's say a door costs 1,000 points, you only have 750. That would mean that your teammates only have to spend or contribute 250 more points to fully open that door. So that's kind of cool. I love that they're bringing in some features from Infinite Warfare Zombies, which I think really innovated a lot when it comes to gameplay. Something as simple as seeing what your third mule kick weapon actually is on the HUD, or even the perk Melee Macchiato, which I believe was called Slappy Laffy Taffy back during Infinite Warfare. Leaks also suggest that we're going to be seeing the return of loadouts, which to me is no surprise. If you guys just want to spawn in with the starting pistol and play in a classic form, then you could still do that. But according to rumors out there, especially from Twitter accounts like Margwa Network who've shared this, I think they've gone ahead and corroborated a bunch of the leaked information from the early Black Ops 6 build. You can apparently edit weapons, field upgrades, equipment, and augments, as well as Gobblegums on round 1. So on round 1, you can still edit those parts of your loadout, but after round 1, you can only edit your Gobblegums and field upgrades while you're playing in the rest of that match. If you're like, wait, DK, what are augments? We're actually not sure what those are. I know, as I covered in my video yesterday going over all the currently known achievements, augments are going to be a new type of system for zombies that we're not going to learn more context about until what I'm assuming is tomorrow with the full gameplay reveal. But going back to Gobblegums for a second, we of course got a crazy Mr. Peaks jingle shared on channel 5 of The Truth Dies, and we also got the lyrics for that song posted on the Call of Duty Twitter account. But to go deeper into how the Gobblegums are going to work, obviously from the Mr. Peaks little cartoon cinematic, we know about a couple of them that are returning, like Perkaholic, Wall Power, Stock Option, Cashback. Apart from those, it's been reported by leakers out there that the way Gobblegums will work in Black Ops 6 is as follows. So the Mr. Peaks Gobblegum machine will spit out 3 from your pack, but you can only choose 1. So it sounds kind of like the Covenants from the totems over in Vanguard Zombies, where once you interact with the actual pedestal, it'll give you 3 options to choose from. In this case, it'll be Gobblegums, not a totem though. So Gobblegums are apparently broken into the following categories. There's rare, epic, legendary, ultra, mega, whimsical, and even classic. Now, I have heard there could be a difference between the rarities of Gobblegums from the categories they're in. So it could just be a case of, okay, there's classic, mega, and whimsical, but then in those categories, there's rare, epic, legendary, and ultra. We're gonna have to wait and see how that's gonna work really soon. Now, there's apparently a new ammo mod, also called Shadow Ren, which will spawn in some rifts that will help kill the zombie. We're also gonna see the return of other ammo mods like Crowd Freeze, Dead Wire, Napalm Burst. I'm sure Brain Rot will fit in somewhere, unless they end up just making that a Gobblegum. But apparently a new fuel upgrade does include the Dark Flare. It's unclear what exactly that does, but other fuel upgrades should include the Ether Shroud, Energy Mine, and Frenzied Guard. So similar ones that we got in Cold War, even MWZ. Keep in mind as well, stuff that's being data mined on Twitter right now could also be leftover content from Treyarch's last Call of Duty, may not be actual content for Black Ops 6. But lastly, Killstreaks that we'll be able to use in Black Ops 6 Zombies apparently include some new ones like the Mangler Cannon, the Mutant Injection, the ARC XD Hellstorm, and even a Napalm Strike. Now, we saw the Napalm Strike in Cold War, along with what apparently is going to be the return of the Chopper Gunner and Sentry Turret. But those other streaks that are brand new do sound really intriguing, and hopefully we also see them added into multiplayer at some point throughout the live seasons. I don't believe they're currently leaked out for any mode but zombies, but either way, streaks are going to be back inside of the BO6 Zombies gameplay loop. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on absolutely everything that we know so far about Black Ops 6 Zombies? Are you hyped for the gameplay reveal tomorrow? And also, what are your thoughts on the intro cinematic? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.